You know, let's take it back a little bit, man. Let's talk about like your upbringing and shit, like you know what I'm saying, in your household and shit. Like, what was it like growing up? Like, did you have like a one parent home, two parent home?
One parent home,
Okay,
but I would go stay with my dad like every summer, like some Thanksgiving, some Christmas in Florida. Cause my mom and dad met in the military, so it was like they moved around and shit. But my dad was from Florida and my mom was from Georgia, so
okay,
I would go down there every summer. I think I would go down there every summer until I was like 16, 17. So I'm a young nigga then. That when I wanted to
yeah,
be back home at the parties, summer parties, you know what I'm saying, all that. So I think that was probably the last time I went when I was like 16. But I still would go down there and stuff. And then he ended up moving to Georgia right around when I got to college. So that was like a year, 2 years later.
fair,
So,
fair,
but yeah, it's just one parent home. My mom.
yeah,
Oh man, say that name.
They don't need to know my mama name. But
Okay.
they just need to know. Everybody
You
that
said it.
know.
You said
If
it every
you
time.
know, you know.
Okay.
Nobody need to know my mama.
yeah,
Just know she the
She the realest, bro.
yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie.
She the realest, and
yeah,
she took care of me. Still take care of me. I ain't even took care of me. Still take care of me.
yeah,
Take care of the
In the
game.
house, out the house. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of the game. Put us on
Yeah,
a lot
one
of real
parent
shit.
home. Same shit with everybody having one parent home. I'm the only child. I got three other brothers. But they on like I say, on my dad's side, and that's in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So when I be in Florida, that's when I be with them. But other than that, I really grew up an only child. So
yeah. So growing up like that, like you know what I'm saying, what was it like being like the only child, having that dynamic with your siblings, and you know what I'm saying, what was your relationship like with your father?
I mean, I had a good relationship with my father. I ain't see him every day, so of course I'm gonna be the mama boy automatically because they ain't together. But me and my dad didn't have no bad relationship. That was just my dad. I just be like, I'm with my mom, then I'm with my dad in Florida. See my granddaddy, see my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing like no bad relationship with my dad. Like my dad always been he bought my first MacBook. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it ain't like one of them like he was, nigga be like, fuck my dad and didn't. No, it ain't like that. Like he wasn't in my life. He wasn't in my life every day. But, he called me, he make sure he send money, whatever, do whatever gotta do, buy school clothes. Usually when I go out there for the summer, I go school shopping with him.
yeah.
Come back home, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. So
Well,
yeah, me and
well.
my dad cool.
So like growing up, like y'all just mentioning like some of the throwback and like some classic like shit, like out of Middle Georgia, you know what I'm saying, mentioning like you know what I mean, Peach County and shit. But like for the people that don't know, the people that's not from Georgia, like kind of explain like you know what I'm saying, what what it's like in Peach County, like growing up there, like you know what I mean.
Country,
Yeah,
the underdog.
yeah,
We the underdog. I ain't gonna lie, I always felt like we was like the underdog city.
yeah,
In middle
And
Georgia.
as far as like the 478, because
yeah,
you got everybody else got everything.
yeah,
And we do got a little more than a lot of cities around us, but I just always feel like back then, especially back then, we just got to college, and that was always turned, but it was all, we just was, I feel like we was always looked down upon. That as far as growing up in Peach County, but for me, um, when I was, I think I stayed, my mom was still in the military, so I stayed probably with my grandma from like when I was 1 or 2. Then my mama ended up coming back, and she moved to an apartment down the street, College Square. I'll never forget. And I probably stayed there up till I was like 4 or 5. And then I guess my mom, she just was tired of Fort Valley, you know what I'm saying? That was her whole purpose of going to the Army in the first place, because she wanted to get away. So she was tired of Fort Valley, so she ended up moving to Winter Robin. And I remember growing up in Foxwood. I don't know a lot of folks know what Foxwood is, but that was the motherfucking hood too. I remember we stayed in Foxwood, and we stayed in Oscar Circle, nigga. That's in the hood too.
Right.
Yeah. And we stayed in another little apartment complex too. I can't remember what street that is. But I know exactly where it is. I just can't think of the street. But yeah, we probably stayed in one of Robin's till I was about I think my whole like just being in elementary. Around about 6th grade. I think she was she was considering I had just graduated, well not graduated, but you know, but yeah, graduated from 5th grade. She was, I guess she just wanted to go back. I think money was tight or whatever, so we were thinking about moving back in with my great grandma. So I was happy about moving back to Fort Valley because it was like on some like I went to Fort Valley every weekend still.
Yeah.
Even growing up in Winter Robins, I stayed with my grandma every weekend because my grandma had got to the point where she needed somebody to be with her all the time.
Yeah.
So just growing up, even in elementary school, just growing up, that was always like my job on the weekend to go stay with grandma because everybody got to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I can't nobody do it during the week, but if you can get 2 days out the week.
Yeah.
So I come during the weekend, I stay with grandma, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And where was it? You know, I be getting caught up in the
Grandma.
pretty much, yeah. We moved back in with my grandma. And I don't want to get it confused.
Are you right? Anytime you moved in back with your grandma, then y'all moved.
No, we moved back in my grandma's house. My grandma was in the nursery home. That's what it was. Okay, yeah. So where's Zeke at?
Mm-hmm.
Zeke. I'm sorry, bro.
He probably not watching the game.
Yeah.
Where the blood at?
I want to be rolling past through the interview.
You sure?
Man, what? Yeah, he that. Anyway, I'm over here. Yes, sir. Okay, like I was saying. Like I was saying, yeah. So, came back, started staying in Fort Valley and shit. Like I said, I was excited to come back. My mom was like, "You really want to come back to Fort Valley?"
Yeah.
Cause she, you know, she like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah," cause I'm like, every time I go down there, like I have fun. Everybody come to my grandma's house. I was the only nigga on the block with a trampoline. So, you know, I knew a lot of people, but you know what I'm saying, they just come to my grandma's house and we all jump on the trampoline and shit.
Yeah.
You proud of me, never fuck with my paper. Big bags, I got flavors. Never worry about a hater. Me and Chaz been players. Keep the bitch, I can't save her. Always asking me for favors. Rolling trees, I can make her. You know I keep it so player.
I told my girl I call her later. And we gon' smoke some good dome tonight. And slide off in the Cana. You know I keep it so player.